Howdy folks, Olga here at SixMoonDesigns. A wise man once said to me, the reality of backpacking is that you'll most likely not get bit by a rattlesnake, eaten by a bear, attacked by a mountain lion, or harassed by Sasquatch. But I guarantee, after you have a double pack of oatmeal and a cup of coffee in the morning, you're gonna have to go take a dump. So, with that bit of wisdom, it's only fitting that we take some time to talk about one of the crappiest subjects in the backcountry, actually taking a crap. Now, before we get too deep into our cat hole, let's talk about assembling your number 2 kit. Many hikers are going to tell you that they can dig a cat hole with the heel of their shoe, a tent stake, a stick, or some other mystical way they have to get through 6 inches of topsoil, roots, and rocks. But just like the fanny pack they try to pass off as warm weight on their lighter pack, they are full of crap. So get yourself a deuce of spades trowel, some TP, some hand sanitizer, and some extra Ziplocs for when you're done with the TP. Now you're probably asking yourself, did he just say pack out my used TP? Yes, I did. In the past, burying your TP was considered okay to do. But with more and more people in the backcountry, and the potential of animals digging up your poo and spraying around the TP, the correct technique is now to pack it out. We'll talk about that a bit more later on, and give you a few tips at making it not so gross. Once you've assembled your kit, I suggest keeping it on the outside of your pack for those rut-row moments. Now, when the time comes to let that freeze-dried meal loose, you're going to want to select a good spot to do your business. Start by finding a place 200 feet, roughly 70 paces away from water, the trail, and a campsite. I try to find a spot that is under a tree, in some bushes, or some other inconspicuous spot to others that may pass by here. Clear away any dump on the ground, and then use your trowel to dig a 6 to 8 inch deep cat hole. In the desert, this can be more around 4 to 6 inches. And as wide as well. Dinner was the night before. Then personally, I like to remove my kilt and boxers completely, or at least get one leg fully out and flip them over to the side. This avoids pooping in your pants by accident. Next, line yourself up over the hole. Get down in a good deep squat, take a breath, relax, and let nature's call be answered. When it comes to wiping, there's a few schools of thought. The first being to use natural materials like rocks, sticks, brush, down leaves, pine cones, or snow. These materials are natural and will break down in their natural environment in the hole. The second option is to use TP and then pack out your used toilet paper. We have a few tricks to make it less gross for the average person. You can use dog poop bags to pick up all the used TP, just like you would a dog poop, and then slide it into a double set of Ziploc bags to help control the odor. Or just pick up the used TP and put in the Ziploc bags. If you use the dog poop method, carry multiple dog bags so you don't have to open and close them over and over. They're light, cheap, and available everywhere. The third option is the Backcountry Bidet. And let's face it, all of us could use a little refreshing of our mud bud after a few days out on the trail. A good squirt cap or a product like the Backcountry Bidet makes washing your backside off a breeze. Once you're done cleaning yourself up, it's time to do a little mixing and burying to get that turd on its way to becoming soil. Find a stick and mix in some of the dirt you dug from the cat hole with the poo. This will allow the microbiotics in the soil to mix in and begin to break down the poo. Then simply fill in the hole and add back on the dump you removed, and voila! We've just successfully dealt with a number 2 in nature's bathroom. If taking a dump in a heavily used area or popular campsite, it's best to mark your cat hole with 2 purposely crossed sticks or rocks, kinda as a backcountry hazmat, warning others not to dig there. For this and other great pro tips, subscribe to our channel, sign up for our newsletter, and follow us on social media. Let us know your most memorable backcountry bathroom incident in the comments below. Thanks for watching SixMoonDesigns, and remember, go wild, live young. I mean, it doesn't taste like crap.